What's up, everybody? This is Bitcoin Calvin here, coming to you guys live today. I'm going to be pretty much showing you guys how to yield farm and to stake today. Okay, so today I'm just going to be showing you guys an example, pretty much on PancakeSwap, very popular decentralized exchange. So you can go ahead and provide liquidity and go ahead and yield farm. So um, the pool that I'll be yield farming today, guys, so I can show you, I'm going to show you pretty much step by step how to um, pretty much go from your MetaMask wallet to hook it up to be able to start yield farming and to get rewards, right? So I know sometimes this can be a little bit confusing for the people that are watching me. Um, you know, you know that I love crypto and I love, sharing about it and helping people figure out some things about it and helping you guys make some money, right? So these interest rates, these APRs that this exchange is giving is wonderful, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys pretty much just how to set it up so you can do it by yourself, right? Um, so if you like this content, please go ahead, smash that like and subscribe button below. Really helps this channel circulate around YouTube so more people can see more content like this as well. Okay, so what we will be focused on today, right, guys, is we will be yield farming. We will be yield farming, I believe, dairy today. Okay. I chose dairy as a protocol because they are traded on one of my favorite exchanges, which is the Who Exchange as well, too, guys. So I can show you their trading volume on the Who Exchange is about, I think, like 360,000, which is pretty decent. It's not the best, but there is liquidity out there, right? There is a market out there looking to buy and sell, looking to trade it. So if I can show you guys here too. Believe this is yeah. So if I type it in on the exchange here too, you guys can see 312 K pretty much traded on this exchange, right, for the dairy token. So that means it's going to be pretty easy getting in and out of trades, uh, so people can do what they do, right? And so if we click on it here, you can see the last 24-hour volume is around 308,000 traded for dairy, right? So there is a market out there for it, guys. I don't think it's on the KuCoin exchange, but it is on the Who exchange. I believe it could be on other exchanges as well. But I know, like, I really rely and I really do um, um, lots of, trades on the Who exchange and stuff like that. So I stick with Who. And they have their own smart chain too, guys. So these guys definitely know what they're doing. Okay, so let me show you guys here pretty much how to get started. How are we going to get started? Right, so what I'm using right now, the browser I'm using is Google Chrome. And so if you guys don't have Google Chrome, I highly suggest you guys go ahead, download that so you can connect to your MetaMask wallet, right? You go on pancakeswap.finance, right? And there you'll be able to see trading. You'll be able to see the exchanges, the farming pools, the pools, and all that stuff, right? And it's pretty cool, guys, because the Pancake token is trading right now at $15, right? So it's pretty liquid, right? So, and I love about the Cake token is you can sell the Cake token anywhere. You can sell it on KuCoin, you can sell it on Binance, you can sell it on Who Exchange. There is a market for it, guys. There is a market for it. So let's see here. So if we go ahead and we select a currency, what do we say we're going to do? We're going to do dairy, right? So we're going to do dairy, and we are going to do about half, right? So if we take this number, we have to do, because since it's a providing liquidity for a token, you always split the amount of value that you're willing to provide liquidity to. So say you're providing like $1,000 liquidity to a pool, you are going to split it up 500, 500. You don't put the whole $1,000 Binance coin in there. It's only going to be one coin. You need to split it up so it can provide liquidity to both coins, right, and to the pair itself, right? So let's see here. We're going to do the math real quick. So 0.63, right? 84 divided by 2, right? So we come out with the total of dairy. So um, actually, see, actually, what we really have to do right now, since we have to do here, is we want to go ahead and see how much dairy we're going to need. So we're going to need, say, like $101 worth of dairy. So it's going to be 719.67 dairy, right? So you have to do the math, guys, and the math is pretty simple. You have to do the math of the tokens correlated to the dollar amount, right? So in this example, it's going to be 719.67. So we're going to go here. So we're going to do 719.67, right? So you're always pretty much type it in here. It'll do the math for you. This is pretty much half of this, right? So you got 100, of BNB pretty much spent on dairy, right? So you're spending $100 worth of BNB and swapping that for $100 of dairy. It's pretty simple, guys. Don't get too confused. I know in the beginning I was confused too, but it's pretty easy. Like, it's real simple, right? So you just swap, right? It's going to say, okay, do you want to confirm the swap? You say, yes, of course, we want to confirm the swap. So now it's going to confirm the swap, right? So there we go. We also have that. But before we actually do that, guys, we are going let's reject this first, guys. Okay, so the transaction was rejected. We are going to have to this is a special step. This is a very important step. Whenever you're yield farming, providing liquidity, you need to have the tokens in your wallet, right? So as you can see, I'm on my MetaMask wallet. I'm on the Binance Smart Chain, guys. There's different smart chains. There's the Ethereum mainnet smart chain. There's the Who smart chain that I have right here in the Binance Smart Chain. There's other test networks as well too, but you want to be on the main net. So we're on the Binance Smart Chain main net, right? So we have the BNB token, but we don't have the dairy token. Now, you're going to say, Calvin, how do you get the dairy token? Well, it's pretty simple. You want to add the token here, right? And you want to go ahead and look up the token address, right? So if I go ahead on Google or on Yahoo search here, right? So if I click in dairy, dairy is also a protocol, right? So we'll look into that after, right? So anyways, dairy contract, what was I going to say? Okay. So dairy token contract, right? All right, so this is the dairy token contract here, and it's on the Binance Smart Chain scan.com, and these are for everybody, guys, right? So nobody can really tamper with this. This is just a contract um, that dairy is run on, right? So there's about almost 2,000 holders of this address. So it's a contract address, but you have your own wallet, right? So it's hooked up to your MetaMask wallet, right? So whatever money you have in there, it is yours, right? So each is unique to a wallet, right? That's what's so great about crypto. So you're saying, oh, Calvin, everybody has the same contact address, sure, but not everybody has the same wallet, right? So it really hits different there, right? So somebody may have a contract address with zero in there because their wallet, it has zero. And then another person may have Uh, and again, we have to realize this is on the Binance Smart Chain, right? Another person may have, thousands of dollars of dairy in their wallet because they're holding it on their address, right? So, anyways, this is the contract address, guys. So if we click here, right? So, that's pretty much what it is, guys. You see, so we have to add the token here. See, this is dairy. So this is the actual contract address, guys. You can see the token symbol there as well too. So now we have actual dairy in our wallet. So now what we can do is we can hold dairy, right? So now we've added it. Now we can hold it in our wallet, and we can gain. We can hold it, and we can start creating liquidity. Right. So now what we can do is confirm this swap. We can go back, confirm this swap. Perfect. And if I wanted to re-swap back into BNB, I can easily do that on PancakeSwap as well. Or what I can really do is I can send the dairy that I have in my wallet to over to the Who Exchange, and I can sell that if I wanted to too. So it's really a win-win, guys. This is why I say I only like to provide liquidity to tokens and projects that have a pretty liquid market out there, and that are traded on several exchanges, right? So if something does happen, you're not, totally out in the gutter, right? So now we have half and half with both. Now what we want to do is provide liquidity. We can go to liquidity, and we can add liquidity, and we want to add the dairy, right? And so, right, we're adding the max dairy that we can do and provide. We're providing, and we're adding the max. So we're adding max dairy, right? You always want to do the input, the bottom one first. That's how really much you're able to provide, right? So we're adding liquidity to BNB and dairy, right? So once we approve, right? So it's going to show you how many tokens of BNB dairy that I'm able to have, right? So after we confirm this transaction. So it's confirming we're adding liquidity to both. Nice. Transaction confirmed. Perfect. Right? So that's the token, right? So you also want to confirm your supply, right? So now I'll have 14.79, almost 15 BNB and dairy pool tokens, right? So 15 of these tokens, right? So this is important. So now you have the actual tokens, right? So this is very cool, right? And I get a share of the actual pool. I get 41.33% share of the actual pool, which is really cool. So that's why you see those high APYs, guys. You can say, oh shoot, you're actually getting this is different from staking because you're actually getting shares of a pool. And not just getting rewards from the token, right? You're actually getting shares from the actual pool, fees, transaction fees, token fees, all this stuff, right? So, let's just confirm our supply. And this is obviously these tokens, right? So this is going to show up in my wallet too, right? So if you can see, if we view on BSC scan, right? If it's not too, I think there is this is the transaction hash. As you can see, this is the contract. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is, guys, right? Even if you don't see it here, you can always add it, right? So let me see if I can add this contract. So I can see here, copy address. All right, so let's see if this is the actual address. Two. I have to create this token. Dairy. Is this the actual? I don't think this is the actual address here. All right. 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. You know, you definitely do have, like, I definitely do have the tokens, even though it's not showing up in the wallet. It's definitely within their system, and they know that, right? So I'm just trying to see if it's going to show up after. Okay, so let's not worry about adding that for now, guys, because I just want to show you how to provide liquidity first, right? So now we have those 15 tokens. Okay, so what we can do now, okay, so we have these LP tokens in your wallet. And I love PancakeSwap too because it only connects to your wallet, your specific wallet. So it's reading that I have this amount anyways, right? So if I go on to farms, oh, so I believe it was uh, Dairy BUSD. Okay, so I believe it was Dairy BUSD we should have done. So I did make a mistake, and that's totally fine because we can fix it. So let's go ahead, let's go back onto the exchange for liquidity. It's Dairy BUSD, not just USD, not just BNB. So it's BUSD, right? All right, let's go ahead and let's remove this. Let's remove 100%. Let's do it all over again. We have to approve the removal. So this is pretty much how to unstake your coin, guys. Your signature request saying that you want to unstake. Okay, now you can remove them, and they're going to go back respectively both into their wallets, right? So we'll confirm this, and perfect. As you can see, I do not have any of that anymore. What I could do is go back into swap. As you can see, I'm going to read in my wallet. I have the transactions confirmed, and I do have this back here. So I do have dairy. So let's go dairy. All right, so we do have 719 dairy still, right? But we're gonna go from we need BUSD, right? So we need BUSD, right? So we need BUSD, which is pegged to the dollar, right? So we need to transfer all of our Binance coin into the BUSD because the liquidity pair, guys, obviously we saw is BUSD and dairy. So we'll go ahead and swap it. You can confirm swap. Actually, it's probably you should want to buy your tokens. You are swapping. Okay, that is very weird because I feel like I'm pretty cool unless if there's a fee that I don't know about. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to reject this. Why are we gonna reject this, Calvin? What do we need to do? Well, we need to add the BUSD token into our wallet, right? So the BUSD, this is Binance pegged to the dollar. So we're going to be BSC scan right now. All right, so you can see here the token here. You can see this is the BUSD token. This is the contract, right? Easy. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, so there you go. So you have the BUSD here. Now we can add these tokens. Right, so now you have the BSD token here, guys. Now what we can do, right? So we have the dairy token here. We have our BNB. We're going to switch to BUSD. Now what we can do is go back on PancakeSwap. We're going to swap all the BNB into the BUSD. Right, so the BNB into the BUSD here. Now we can confirm the swap. Okay, it's giving this error message again, but that's okay. Just have to keep trying, seeing. Okay. That's no problem. Let's see here. Let's see. I think the max is just different now because prices fluctuate with the currency, so that's why sometimes it may give you an error message. So just retry, guys, because you know how crypto fluctuates, right? It may be a difference between $1 or $2 because of the Binance coin, stuff like that. We'll go ahead and now we have this transaction, right? We can view on the Binance blockchain, right? So now this is good. Now we have BUSD, okay? So now, guys, we can officially provide liquidity, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to add liquidity. So now we have this here. We have our BUSD and we have our dairy, right? So now we're going to get the max dairy that we can get. Right. Okay. Let's see here. As you can see here too, it shows you the prices and the pool share and how much you're going to get, right? So, you know, let's see here. It shows you 7.2 dairy per BUSD, right? All right, so let's approve this here. That's crazy. So now what we can do here is we can supply our tokens, guys. Right, so now we have 265 BUSD and dairy tokens, right? So this makes more sense, okay? This makes more sense. Okay. I can confirm supply. Okay. And then what we're going to do from here, guys, is go on to the farm. Okay, and then once we're here at the farm too, what we can do here, let's wait for these to load for a little bit. Okay, so now we got the dairy BUSD tokens, right? Now we can start farming, right? We're going to have this interact with our wallet here. And you're going to be earning cake too. So, and cake obviously is traded a lot of places, so I have no problem earning cake, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to enable, even though the numbers are coming up, which is probably still loading, right? So we're just going to enable, we're going to confirm. All right. So now we enabled the contract to interact with our wallet because it detects that we have Dairy BUSD liquidity tokens. Now we can stake the liquidity tokens, right? We're going to stake all of them, 265. Going to confirm. All right, so now we don't have B's, right? So we can just confirm. Perfect. The confirmation. Yep, so we just got confirmation. Perfect. All right. So that's pretty much what it is, guys. If you're looking to add stake and stake more, you just click the plus button. You can stake more. If you're looking to remove your stake, get your money back because you need to buy groceries or something, you click the minus button. It's going to remove that, and then you can go back into. Obviously, you need to remove the liquidity. Unstake everything, it'll move back into your wallet, just like I showed you before, that mistake we made, and then we'll be able to have those coins easily, readily available. Okay, so now as you can see, I'm fully staked and fully farming for the Dairy BUSD liquidity pool, and so I should be earning, I think over here it was saying around 400% APR, which is really good, guys. 400% per year is amazing. You know, that's awesome, right? So obviously, risk what you can afford, guys. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. You know, I'm here, guys, to help you out. You know, I only want to be a help of you, provide you guys value. So if anything's confusing here, which